वासुदेवाय Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, chapter 13, text 1. Sri Shuka Uvacha Manarvivasvata putraha Sadhadeva iti srutam Saptamo vartamana jasta Apatyani me srunu. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Sukadeva Goswami said, the present Manu, who is named Sradhadeva, is the son of Vivasvana, the predominating deity on the sun planet. Sradhadeva is the seventh Manu. Now, please hear from me as I describe his sons. Sloka, text 2 and 3. Ikhakurnabagasaiva Nrushtasarjatirev Narisyanto atha nabhaga Saptamo dishta uchyate Tarusascha purusadhascha Dasamo vasumana smrutaha Manarvaivasvata saite Dasaputra parantapa. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. O King Parikshit, among the sons of Manus, among the 10 sons of Manu are Ikshvaku, Nabhaga, Drushta, Sarjati, Narishyanto and Nabhaga. The 7th son is known Dishta, then come Tarusha and Prusadra, and the 10th son is known as Vasumana. Sloka, text 4. Aditya Vasavo Rudra Vishwadeva Marudgana Aswina Brubhavo Rajan Indraste Sang Purandara. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. In this Manvantara, O King, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Rudras, the Vishwadevas, the Marutas, the two Aswini Kumara brothers, and Rubhus are the demigods. Their head, King Indra, is Purandara. Text 5. Kasyapo Trirvasishtascha Vishwamitro Atha Gautama Jamadagnir Bharadvajam Iti Saptarsaya Smrutaham. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Kasyapa, Atri, Vasishtha, Vishwamitra, Gautama, Jamadagni and Bharadvaja are known as the 7 sages. Sastha sloka. Atrapi Bhagavad Janama Kasyapad Adite Adityanang Avarajo Vishnurvamana Rupadhru. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. In this Manvantara, the Supreme Personality Godhead appeared as the youngest son, youngest of all the Adityas known as Vamana, the dwarf. His father was Kashyapa and his mother is Aditi. Sloka, text 7. Sankhepato Mayoktani Saptamanantarani te Bhavishyani athavakhyami Vishnu Saktyanvitani cha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. I have briefly explained to you the position of these 7 Manus. Now I shall describe the future Manus along with incarnations of Lord Vishnu. This sloka, text 8. Vivasvatascha dvejaye Vishwakarma sute ubhe Sangyachaya cha Rajendra Je praga abhihite tavo. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. O King, I have previously described in the 6th canto the 2 daughters of Vishwakarma named Sangya and Chaya, who were the first 2 wives of Vivasvana. Sloka, Text 9. Trutiyang Badabang Eke Tasang Sanya Sutastrayo Jamo Jami Sraddha Devo Sayayasya Sutang Chunu. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. It is said that the sun god had a third wife named Badava. Of the three wives, the wife named Sanya had three children, Jama, Jami, and Sraddhadeva. Now let me describe the children of Saya. Savarni Saptapati Kanyam Bhajya Samvaranasya Jam Sanischara Strutiyo Abhut Aswino Badavatmajo. By Srila Prabhupada. Saya had a son named Savarni and a daughter named Tapati, who later became the wife of King Samvarna. Saya's third child is known as Sanischara, Saturn. Badava gave birth to two sons, namely the Aswini brothers. Shloka, text 11. Astama antara ayate Savarnir manu Nirmoka Virajaskadhyam Savarni Tanayan Rupam. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. O king, when the period of eighth Manu arrives, Savarni will become the Manu, Nirmoka and Virajaska will be among his sons. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The present reign is that of Vaivasvata Manu. According to astronomical calculations, we are now in the 28th Yuga of Vaivasvata Manu. Each Manu lives for 71 Yugas and 14 such Manus rule in one day of Lord Brahma. We are now in the period of Vaivasvata Manu. The seventh Manu and the eighth Manu will come into existence after many millions of years. But Sukadeva Goswami, having heard from authorities, foretells that the eighth Manu will be Savarni and that Nirmoko and Virajaska will be among his sons. Shastra can foretell what will happen millions and millions of years in future. So many things are there. Once you understand here, Sukadeva Goswami here speaks about the description of future Manus. Here he says, 11th verse, O king, when the period of the eighth Manu arrives, Savarni will become the Manu. Now seventh Manu. The reigning is Vaivasvata Manu. The eighth Manu will be Savarni, future. Now I'll speak of the future Manus. Nirmoka and Virajaska will be among his sons, all future days. Here, in purport, Srila Prabhupada says, present reign is that of Vaivasvata Manu. According to astronomical calculations, we are now in the 28th Yuga of Vaivasvata Manu. Each Manu lives for 71 Yugas, and 14 such Manus rule in one day of Lord Brahma. We are now in the period of Vaivasvata Manu, the seventh Manu. Eighth Manu will come into existence after many millions of years. Many millions of years. But Sukadeva Goswami, having heard from authorities, foretells that the eighth Manu will be Savarni and that Nirmoko and Virajaska will be among his sons. Shastra can foretell what will happen millions and millions of years in future. Who can say? How could Sukadeva Goswami say this thing? How he knows the future? He never conquers. He never conquers. What is said is a fact. Do you understand? And it is very conclusion. It's perfect. Do you understand? Here, Srila Prabhupada says, Sukadeva Goswami, having heard from authorities, foretells that the eighth Manu will be Savarni. Is question of hearing. One must hear from bona fide authority. You understand? When you speak about bona fide authority, what is that? What is that? What is bona fide? Bona fide disciplic succession. Evam parampara praptam. Imam rajasya vidu. Fourth chapter Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Krishna, Supreme Personality God, Krishna is the supreme authority. Isn't it? It's supreme authority. Who knows everything? Past, present and future. Isn't it? All knower. Omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. Isn't it? Vedas come from him. That day we were discussing about Veda. You understand? The other day. Huh? Can't you remember? No? Are you not hearing? Huh? Speaking about Veda, Vedas come from the breathing of the Lord. Isn't it? Breathing of the Lord. That day. Shruti, how Shrutis, they offer prayers. They cannot understand. Isn't it? That verse was there. Huh? They cannot understand Supreme Lord. So how the Shruti, one of the names of Veda is Shruti, because it is received through hearing. Shruti means hearing. Shravanam. You understand? So this is hearing process. Our succession is hearing process. Srauta paramparjya. You understand? It's based on hearing. It's a hearing process. The disciple hears from Guru. That Guru has a heart from his Guru. His Guru has a heart from his Guru. Like this hearing. So this Guru Parampara begins from supreme authority. That's Krishna. And that day I was telling you how Krishna imparted this Vedic knowledge first, the first created being Brahma. You understand? Isn't it? First created being Brahma. So Brahma received this Vedic knowledge from supreme authority Krishna, who is the source of Vedas, who knows everything. I quoted Satasloki Bhagavata, 4 slokas of Bhagavata, in second canto Bhagavata. And Krishna says, oh Brahma, you hear. Do you understand? Only your aural reception is required. Don't formulate, don't speculate. Only your aural reception is required. That I have already said. Do you understand? So, this is the hearing process. So, Surya Goswami, having heard from other report, tells that the 8th Manu will be Savarni. He has never concocted it. This hearing, he has heard it. Those who come in this bona fide disciplic succession, the acharyas, they are not conditioned souls. Do you understand? They are not conditioned souls. Conditioned soul has 4 defects. Brahma, pramada, vipralissa, karana, pata. Do you know? What is that?
Imperfect senses.
Yes.
Makes mistakes.
Makes mistakes.
Delusion.
He will be illusioned.
Cheating.
He has cheating propensity. And his senses are imperfect. These are 4 defects. In Sanskrit, it's Brahma, Pramada, Vipralipsa, Karana, Patava. Do you understand? Sanskrit. Arjya Vigya Vakyanai Dosa Chatushthay. Those are Arjya Vigya. Those are perfect persons. Do you understand? Those are eternally liberated persons. Nitya Mukta Jiva. There are no such defects with them. 4 defects. They are free from these 4 defects. Whatever they say is perfect. Is perfect. They have perfect vision. Their words are perfect. There is no wrong in it. They are free from these 4 defects. But they say Only they can foretell things and they see things. You understand? They have such vision, perfect vision, they can see what will happen in future. As for example, Vyasdev wrote this Bhagavatam just in the end of Dwapar Yuga. And he has foretold what will happen in Kali Yuga. He has already foretold. Whole 12th canto tells what will happen in Kali Yuga. You understand? It's given prophecy, foretelling, and it's taking place. Not wrong at all. You understand? So Vyas comes in this disciplic succession. You understand? That begins from Krishna, supreme authority. Krishna told Brahma, Brahma told Narada, Narada told Vyas. So by hearing, Vyas knows this thing. And also, Vyas has the vision also. They are perfect persons. They are authorities, bona fide authorities. In Kali Yuga, therefore, we say there are 4 bona fide disciplic succession sampradaya. Sri Brahma Rudra Sanaka. Vaishnava Kiti Pavana. Sattwaraste Kalubhavya Utkali Purushottama. Isn't it? Padma Purana. They have mentioned this thing in Padma Purana. This foretelling prophecy is here. In Kali Yuga, there are the 4 bona fide disciplic succession parampara. Sri Brahma Rudra Sanaka. Sri Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Sanaka Sampradaya. 4 acharyas, Ramanujacharya Acharya Sri Sampradaya, Madhvacharya Acharya Brahma Sampradaya, and Rudra Sampradaya Acharya Vishnu Swami, Sanakar Kumar Sampradaya Acharya, Nimbaditya, Nimbargacharya. 4 Vaishnava Acharyas, they speak Vaishnava philosophy, bona fide. Others are not bona fide. Many unbona fide sampradayas are there, but they are not accepted. Do you understand? Veda Praman, what Veda has said, that should be accepted. Do you understand? Because Veda comes from Supreme Lord. Then says, Tatvaraste Kalubhavya Utkale Purushottamat. These 4 acharyas, they have their philosophy. Ramanujacharya, Vishnu Swami, Nimbarka, and Nimbaditya. Nimbarka and what is that? Madhvacharya. You understand? They have their philosophy. You understand? They are Vishnuacharya. They speak about bhakti, Vaishnavism, but there is little difference in their philosophies. You understand? Madhvacharya, you see, his philosophy completely Dvaitavad. No Advaita at all. It's very strong. You understand? In Dvaitavad. He has defeated very strongly all of Dvaita philosophy. But in philosophy of other 3 acharyas, you find there is some mixture of Advaitavad. Do you understand? I am not going there with that philosophy. I'm just reference. Therefore, Mahaprabhu came, who took the essence of the philosophy of these 4 acharyas and gave the most sublime philosophy, that is Achintya Bhedaveda. Do you understand? Complete Dvaitavad is not correct. Complete Advaita is not correct. Do you understand? So Achintya Bhedaveda, inconceivably one and different. And that is Sattwaraste Kalubhavya Utkale Purushottama. That is prophecy was there. Do you understand? In Utkala Khanda, this is Utkala Khanda and Purushottama Kshetra, this will come out. Prophecy was there 5,000 years ago. That took place 500 years ago. When Mahaprabhu came, taking of sannyas, and made Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and defeated his Shankar philosophy, Mayavad philosophy, at that time he spoke about this philosophy, Achintya Bhedaveda. This is the essence of deep four philosophies of these four acharyas. And this is the most sublime. And this philosophy will come out here. Utkala, Purushottam Kshetra, and spread throughout the world. That was prophecy. Now it is going on. Isn't it? This prophecy, foretell. So those who come under this disciplic succession, acharyas, they are bona fide acharyas. Do you understand? Authorities. Bona fide authorities. And we have to accept bona fide authority without any argument, any logic. Do you understand? Simply accept the bona fide authority. That is good for you, auspicious for you. If you want to accept bona fide authority, you will be put into trouble, in danger. You cannot make any progress. Example we give. We give this example. A child, small child, innocent child, simple child, when first begins his education, he goes to a primary school. His father gets him admitted there. And there are 35 teachers. They are bona fide. They have 10 degrees from universities, certificates. They are four certificates. And government has appointed them. What they teach is correct. Do you understand? One who is not certified teacher, one should not take education from them. So what the teacher says, the simple child accepts. Teacher says 2 and 2 is equal to 4. Simple child accepts. Yes, 2 and 2 is equal to 4. No argument. Why? Why 2 and 2 is equal to 4? No, not 3 or 5. No argument. He never puts forth any argument. Simple accept. Because it's a principle. Accept the authority. He will never accept. If he doesn't accept, he cannot make any advancement. All his mathematical calculations will be wrong. Isn't it? Isn't it? If he doesn't accept 2 and 2 is equal to 4, so no, I won't accept. Why not 3? All right, I'll calculate with 3. All his mathematical calculations will be wrong. He cannot get higher promotion. His progress is checked. Cannot make any progress. He'll never be promoted to next higher class. Can he? So this is process. Accept the authority. First requisite. Bona fide. Authority should be bona fide, not bogus. Say we speak about bona fide authority. Then we'll make advancement. Do you understand? Then we'll make advancement. Otherwise, no advancement is there. No progress will be there. Do you follow? This is what. He says, Sukadeva Goswami, having heard from authorities, foretells this thing. He has heard from the authorities. He never concurs. This is our process. So authorities have said there are 14 Manus. They come in one day of Brahma. Isn't it? Authorities have said. Shastra says. Authorities says. Bona fide authorities. They are Swayambhuva, Sarocisa, Uttama, Tamasa, Raivata, Chakyusa. 7th is Vaivasvata, 9th Vaivasvata. Manu is reigning. Then future Savarni, 8th, he says here, will be after million of years after. Savarni, Daksha Savarni, Brahma Savarni, Dharma Savarni, Rudra Savarni, Deva Savarni, Indra Savarni, 14 Manus. One day of Brahma. You understand? And also, there are 14 Manvantara avatars. Isn't it? Yogeshwar. Scripture says. Authorities also say. Same thing. Authors speak from scripture. They never come out. Because they've heard from the Acharjavana Purusha Veda. Upanishad says. Acharjavana Purusha, who knows? Acharjavana Purusha Veda. Acharya knows. Who is Acharya? Who has heard from his Acharya? And that Acharya has heard from his Acharya. Like this succession begins from Krishna. Will reach Krishna, then next Krishna imparted this knowledge to Brahman. Brahma heard. Shunu. Krishna says, you Brahma, you hear. You understand? Don't speculate, don't formulate, don't speculate. Your overall reception is only required. Shunu, only hear.
But interpolation is there. Interpolation of the scripture.
What?
The scripture what they've done. The scripture what they've done is some defects, some additional alteration is there.
No such thing.
This is-
No such thing.
My Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that this knowledge was imparted to the kings in due course of time.
Yes, yes,
This is successful.
yes. By course of time, because time destroys. That in Gita Krishna has said. Now, I am telling the same thing. That I have told to Vivasvana, not the other thing. That means he is establishing new succession. Yes, here in material world, in course of time, everything is destroyed. That's a fact. So now current, in Kali Yuga, 4 sampradayas. Kalau bhavishyanti sattvara sampradayina. You understand? And last one is sattvaraste kalu bhavya utkale purushottamat. This last one. That means the Gaudiya Sampradaya. That begins from Mahaprabhu. You understand? Taking the essence of the philosophy of 4 acharyas, he gave the philosophy of Chinta Vedabad. That is the most sublime philosophy, and this parampara, succession, Mahaprabhu's succession is spreading. You understand? Though other sampradayas are bona fide, Vaishnava Sampradaya, Mahaprabhu gives prem. Through that prem you can get Krishna, otherwise cannot get Krishna. Those who are in this disciple succession of other acharyas, let them come to the fold of Mahaprabhu. If they are eager, serious to get Krishna, otherwise they cannot get Krishna.
Bhaktas cannot get Krishna.
You see, no. Prema, where is Prema there? Mahaprabhu gives Prema. They cannot go to Golak.
What about Vallabhacharya?
Vallabhacharya got the mercy from Mahaprabhu. He got mercy from Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu chastised him. So that by chastisement he got mercy. Oh, he pushed him argo.
This is from Chandrabali camp. He's Chandrabali camp, one from Rasmalai camp. He's from
Chandravali can. Anyhow, Chandravali associates with Krishna. Because they are right wing and left wing. Anyhow, they are there with Krishna. Right wing and left wing.
How is this somebody goes there and if somebody goes to the brand? For example, we worship Radharani. So how is that if somebody goes to Chandrabali? Any other?
But Krishna is not so satisfied with Chandravali. As is satisfied with Radharani. There is Rasa Tattva, Rati Tattva. Don't go to that end. That's something different thing. I am speaking of. My line is different. Don't divert it. Don't divert it. So, that's a different thing. You understand? So this is what one should accept the bona fide authority. This is our principle. No logic, no argument should be added. You understand? 14 Manvantaras, avatars are there. They are different persons. They are not the 14 manas. They are Jagya, Vibhu, Satyasena, Hari, Vaikuntha, Jita, Vamana, Sarvabhauma, Rishabha, Vishwaksena, Dharmasetu, Sudhama, Yogeshwara, Brahadavana. These are 14 Manvantar avatars. Avatars of Lord Vishnu. The Manus are not avatars. They are Manus. They, whose son like this, it is giving description about Manus. Do you follow me? This chapter.
Prajapati. This is Prajapati.
They are Manus, they are rulers. Yes, it says. It says. We are now in the 28th Yuga of Vaibhaswata Manu. Each Manu lives for 71 Yugas And 14 such Manus rule in one day of Lord Brahma. Calculations are there. What is one day of Brahma? Why 14 Manus, 71 Jugas? Calculation, their period is there. And if that period, one Manvantara avatar comes, Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Brahmar eko dine hoy 14 Manvantara, 14 avatar taha koreno Ishvara. Do you follow? In one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus. They are called Manvantara. And in each period, in each Manvantara, one Manvantara avatar comes. Therefore, there are 14 Manvantara avatars. They are this. Jagya Vibhu Satyasena Hari Vaikuntha Jita. So one should not confuse that Manus are avatar. No, Manu is different, avatars are different. Do you follow me? This Shastra says, Acharya says. But my point is this, about this authority, bona fide authority. And one should, without any argument or logic, accept the authority. Simple accept the authority. As I say, the primary school teacher teaches 2 and 2 is equal to 4. The simple child accepts, yes, 2 and 2 is equal to 4. If you ask that child, 2 and 2 is equal to what? It's a 4. Wow. Why? My teacher has said. You will answer only this thing. My teacher has said. I have heard from my teacher best. And his bona fide. No other argument. Otherwise, you cannot make advance. Accept the authority. In Mahabharata, that question was put to Yudhishthira Maharaj by Dharmabhaka. Kapantha. Yudhishthira Maharaj answered. Tarko pratishtha sudeva vibhinnanasa brusijasya madana bhinnam dharmasya tattva nihita guhaya mahajana jena gatadapantha. You follow Yogeshwar? Don't. Tarka means material logic and argument. Don't add any material logic and argument. Don't put forth any material logic and argument in Vedic truth. Argument or logic, you cannot establish Vedic truth. Cannot. Do you understand? It says. Suteo Vibhinna. If you put forth your own logic argument, then the Vedic truth will be different. Many. Therefore, many philosophers are there, many philosophies are there. They are all, these philosophies are not bona fide philosophy, it's all based on material logic and argument only. Tarkika bandha. Tati chaya darsana tattva nahi jani. Mahajana jai koy sei satya mani. 4, I mean say 6. 6 famous philosophers are there, and they have 6 philosophies. Do you understand? Gautama, Kanada, Yajnavalkya, Jaimini, then Patanjali, yes, Patanjali, they are 6. Do you understand? They have the 4, 6 famous. Many philosophers are there, and many philosophers are there. They want to establish their own philosophy, putting forth all material logics and arguments. They try their best to defeat the other philosophies and establish their philosophy. They are always quarreling among themselves. Like this. You understand? So we should not accept those philosophies. They are not bona fide philosophies. They are based on material logic and argument. Very often I give you this example, this of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. First, he was the follower of Shankaracharya, Mayavad philosophy. Do you understand? So when Mahaprabhu went there, so he got Mahaprabhu's mercy, then he came to the Bhakti path. Otherwise, first he was not accepting Mahaprabhu as supreme personality of Godhead. That was there. So there was argument. Anumana Pramana, they are speaking. Anumana Pramana, they are speculators. Do you understand? Anumana Pramana, they have some logic. Bannimana Dhumat, they gave this logic. Bannimana Dhumat, do you understand? Yogeshwar. The students of Sarva Bhattacharya gave this logic because they are logicians. Banniman Dhumat. From a where there is smoke, there is fire. This is logic. Where there is smoke, there is fire. If you see smoke, you must understand that there must be fire. Yes, certainly there is fire. So this is logic. So from a distance, a hill looks as if covered up with smoke. There must be fire, according to this logic. But you go to that hill close to find out where there is fire. No fire. Do you understand? Huh? It's only material logic. It's only material logic. So defective logic. Therefore, Yudhishthira Maharaj says, Tarka pratishtha sudaya vivinna nasa vrisijasya madana bhinnam dharmasya tattva nihita guhaya mahajana jena gata sapanta. Yudhishthira Maharaj. Don't put forth, don't present any material logic and argument to establish Vedic truth. If you do that, then it will be different. Tarkika panthas. They are not bona fide. Do you understand? So there are many munis, many philosophers. They are speculators. And their philosophy is not bona fide. Many philosophies are there. Therefore, say, Joto moto toto poto. This saying is there. Joto moto toto poto. Many munis or sages are there, philosophers there. They have given many philosophies. They have shown many paths. I may choose any path I like. And reach the same destination. This is their argument. Joto moto toto poto. But that's not correct. Dharma satattva nihita guhaya mahajana jena gata sapanta. Only those mahajanas, sadhu mahajanas, bona fide, they know the real truth. They have shown the path. And we have to tread that path. Then we'll reach the supreme destination. So we have 12 mahajanas. Swambhu Narada Sambhu Kapila Kumara Manu Prahlada Janaka Bhisma Balir Vyasa Kripayam. 6th canto of Bhagavatam says 12 mahajanas and their followers are there. They are also mahajanas. Mahajana Jai Koi says Satyamani, but mahajanas there, bona fide mahajana. That is truth, authority. We accept it. We don't accept any other thing. Not mahajana. The 12 Mahajanas have not said 12 things. They have not shown 12 paths. Have they shown 12 paths? Ekanta bhaktir govinde tat sarvatra tat. Darsana. Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad comes among 12. Prahlad Janaka Bhisma. Ekanta bhaktir govinde tat sarvatra darsana. Only they speak about Govinda, speak about Krishna, and path is bhakti. They have not said about any different path. 12 Mahajanas. You understand? Ekanta bhakti Govinda. That's a sarvatra darsana. You understand? To develop another devotion unto Govinda, then you can see him everywhere. Reach him, get him. So Mahajana Jena Gata Sapanta, just tread the path shown by Mahajanas, bona fide sadhu Mahajanas. Don't accept this Tarkika Pantha. Do you understand? This Jata Mato Toto Patha. And Mahaprabhu defeated this thing. Mahaprabhu defeated. In this material world, Baddha Jiva, the conditioned soul, every individual person has his taste. Your taste is not same as his taste. His taste is not same as his taste. His taste is just same as his taste. It's different. It's all different, isn't it? Bhinna rujir hi loka. This is said. Bhinna rujir hi loka. His taste is something. His taste is different. His taste is different. His taste is different. All different. So, what a conditioned soul says, according to his taste, according to his speculation, and gives a philosophy and says that the Supreme Lord has no form, is formless, void. Shall we accept it? we shall not accept. Do you understand? We get this example. Because if they want to give new philosophy, they will never be considered as a philosopher or a Muni. They will branded, yes, new philosophy has given. Nobody has given previously. As for example, the people get doctorate degree from the university. They write a thesis on some subject matter. Take up some subject, write a thesis, new thesis, some new speculation they'll give, and they'll be examined by proficient professors. They'll examine very critically, say, yes, this is something new. Previously, nobody has submitted such thesis. So he is eligible to get doctorate, then university award, then doctorate. Similarly, if you don't give any new philosophy, never considered as one Muni or philosopher. So then, this is all speculation. This is not bona fide, Tarkika. Because he does it according to his own taste. Yeah. So he, according to his taste, a material philosopher says that the Supreme Lord has no form, is formless void. So is it to be accepted? Not accepted. Then Bhagavan, the Lord, will be a doll at the hand of that philosopher. As he likes to mold, he'll be molded. Do you follow me? This is what. So, Jata Mata Tattva Mahaprabhu, it says, just many paths are there. One may take up any path and reach the same destination, but that's in fact. We say, all right, the mandir is here, temple is here, main gate is there, and main path is there. One all should come and enter through main path. They'll come and see the deity, darshan of deity. That is bona fide path. If somebody said, no, I want, many paths are there, some opening is there, some opening is there. So if someone will come through Paikhana path, do you understand? Toilet path, latrine path, yes, people go to latrine to that path. So I'll enter into that path. If someone will enter through Paikhana path, latrine path, and enters into the temple, is divided. He cannot enter. If he enters, he commits offense, and Lord will never accept him. Do you understand? Never accept him. Yes. So one should enter through the main gate and main path. That is bona fide path. That is one. One example. Another example. The sun rises in the east. Do you understand? Sun rises in the east. If somebody says, all right, he says, no, if I go facing west, if I go, I must reach the east. I must reach the east and see the sun reach the east. Huh? So, is it bona fide? Can he? Because east is now at his backside. So how can he see the sun, the rising of the sun? If he goes toward westward, west direction. So Chaitanya Deva has said that thing when teaching of Sanatana Goswami to eradicate the confusion, correct the confusion of the conditioned souls. সর্বজ্ঞর বাক্য করে ধনের উদ্দেশ্যে ইচ্ছে বেদ পুরাণ জীবে কৃষ্ণ উপদেশে বাপের ধন আছে জানে ধন নাহি পায় সর্বজ্ঞ কহে তার প্রাপ্তির উপায় এই স্থানে ধন আছে বলি দক্ষিণে খুঁজিবে ভীমরুলি বরুলি উঠিবে ধন না পাইবে পশ্চিমে খুঁজিবে তাহা যক্ষই কয় সেই বিঘ্ন করিবে ধন হাতে ন পড়ে উত্তরে খুঁজিলে আছে কৃষ্ণ অজগর ধন নাহি পারে খুঁজিতে গিলিবে স্বভাব পূর্ব দিকে তাতে মাটি অল্প খুঁজিতে ধনের ঝাড়ি পড়িবে ক তোমার হাত এই শাস্ত্র কয়ে কর্ম জ্ঞান জগৎ ত্যাজি ভক্তে কৃষ্ণ বসয় ভক্তে তারে ভজ। দ্যাট অ্যানালজি। সর্বজ্ঞ One who knows everything says, hey, why are you so unhappy, distressed? Your father had much wealth and he had put that wealth underneath the ground. This is there. You go and dig it out. Then it says, which direction? East, west, north, or south? Do you understand? The Bab Dhanachi, my father has put underneath. So if he goes to the south direction and southern side, if he digs, he said, Bhimaruli Baruli Uthibe. He says, that stings. What? You understand? You cannot get wealth. Then if he goes to west and digs, says, Jokhyoi ko hoy. There is Jokyo. Huh? What do you say? Ghost? Jokyo. Vigno koribe dhon. You cannot get wealth. Then north. Goes to north. Uttare khudle ache Krishna Jagar. A great python is there, black python. Krishna Jagar. Devour you. Do you understand? You cannot get. No. If you go to east and dig it, just little removal of some earth, you get the part of wealth, you see. Purva. That means one direction. One is not all directions. Ek path. That H.A. Shastra kohe karma jnana yoga. Others are karma jnana yoga. And this is east is only bhakti. Bhakti Krishna bhaso hoy bhakti tare bhaj. Krishna is the supreme destination, supreme goal of human life, to get Krishna, and one path is there, that is bhakti path. Bhakti path. Bhaktya hui ekoyagrajyo, swadhya atma priya satam, bhakti punati mannishtha, sopaka anapi sambhavat. Bhagavad 11th canto says. Krishna says, Bhaktya, only through bhakti I am after. Not through karma, not through jnana, not through yoga. Namang sadhayati yoga no sankhya dharma dhamma swadhyaya tapat tyaga dati. Bhakti marjita, same thing, 11th canto. Do you understand? Not through yoga, not through sankhya, not through tapasya, not through Vedic study. I am to be often only through bhakti. One path, no other path. Do you understand? Mahaprabhu says something, Mahaprabhu is supreme authority. Shastra says, Bhagavad says, all say. Sarva guhya tamam bhuya srunu me paramam vacha. Ishtosi me drudamiti tato bhakhyami te hitam. Manmana bhava mad bhakta mad jaji mang namaskuru. Mami vasyasi satyam te patijane priyoshi. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. His most confidential instruction he gave. What he says? Manmana bhava mad bhakta mad jaji. Sarvadharma parisejyo mami. This is the last thing. Sarva guhyatama. This is most confidential. He gave confidential instruction, more confidential instruction, then lastly gave most confidential. Do you understand? Positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree is most. That is manmana bhava mad bhakta. That is sarvadharman paritejya mamikam. That is last thing. Do you understand? Chaitanya Charitamrita. Purva agya veda dharma karma yoga jnana sarva sadhi avasesa agya balavat. Between, what you say, previous and latter. What you say? Prior and latter. Prior and latter. Do you understand? Purva para. Purva means prior, para means latter. Latter, latest. Latest. Do you understand? So when latest decision comes, all previous decisions are cancelled. That stands. And that is very strong and strongest one. Do you understand? That's it. Purva agya veda dharma karma yoga jnana. Krishna says this. Karma, jnana, yoga, Krishna says. Then he says, Give up all these things. Sarva dharman paritejya. Man, only surrender. That latest. Sabasadi avasesa agya balavan. Do you follow? Between freer and latter. Previous and latter. Latest one stands. And all previous ones are cancelled. We give this example. You gave $1 to your servant and told him go to the shop market, get molasses worth $1. Just come there. Hey, come, bring sugar. What will he bring? Molasses or sugar? The sugar. Molasses cancelled because last one stands. Similarly, guhyatama. Guhyatama stands last one. Sarvadharman paritejya mamik. All karma jnana previous are cancelled. Do you understand? So, when you speak like this, sarvadharma paritejya, Saranagati only, surrender is the only thing required to get Krishna. So, we give him. Dokandar, shopkeeper is there. Varieties of commodities are there. Something, some bad, some good, some better, some best. Because he is a shopkeeper. And different persons of different taste must come. According to one's taste, one may take. Do you understand? If someone cannot take the best one, he must take something inferior one. Do you understand? Good one or better one, if not best. And the shopkeeper has all types of commodities. It's good, it is better, it's best. So he tries to study his psychology, what type of customer he is, and what type of commodity he wants. If he can understand that, he is low type, he has low type of taste, not highest type of taste. He cannot take the best one. He only chooses the good one, not better one or best one. Then he says, this is pakka. Pakka. Best type. This is best type. You may take it. Do you understand? He speaks all good highlights. But if the customer is the best, wants to take a best type, and if he can understand, no, this customer will not take this one. He doesn't want the good one or better one. He wants the best one. Then at last he saw, this is the most pakka and latest and fresh mal. You understand? Fresh and latest. You understand? Others cancel. This is the example. Similarly, Krishna says, Sarvadharmana paritejya mamekam. Give up all other things I have said. Just only last thing. Just surrender. That stands. So Jiva cannot manufacture Lord. Where Jiva manufactures by his speculation, the name, the form, the qualities, the pastimes of the Lord, then he manufactures the Lord has no form. He is formless and void. You understand? Formless and void. At that time, the Lord becomes a puppet in the hand of a conditioned soul. As he likes, he may manufacture, give himself. We should not accept such things.
Okay, then you misinterpret Arjuna. Krishna clearly shows to Arjuna even in chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Verse in form.
Yes.
He doesn't show form with form. He doesn't show any form with form.
Yes. You see, he showed universal form. That not it is a universe. It has come out from me. Is I. Do you understand? Is I. Is not different from me. That means is the manifestation of my Shakti. That is philosophy, you see. Whatever you see here is related to me, is not different from me. That is the philosophy. It's not that it's something different from the Lord. No, it's related to it, not different. That is Shakti mantra. So don't go to that end. Don't go to that end. Do you understand? So, we say this thing, Acharya also said, hmm, those who accept Bhagavata Dharma, you understand? So many dharmas are there. As you say, Deha Dharma, Mana Dharma, Jati Dharma, Kula Dharma, Desa Dharma, then Atma Dharma. Do you follow me, my language? Huh? Sarva Dharmana Paritejya Mamekam Saranam. Give up all varieties of dharma. So what are the varieties of dharma? Deha Dharma, Mana Dharma, Desa Dharma, Jati Dharma, Kula Dharma, Veda Dharma.
Country.
Do you follow me? Huh? Dharma of the body, dharma of the mind, dharma of the country, dharma of the family. Do you understand? Varieties of dharma. Also dharma of Veda dharma, Vedic regulations. Huh? Krishna says, give up all dharmas, even Veda dharma, and only surrender unto me. That is the highest one. And gopis gave up Veda dharma, Vedic etiquette also. This is based on prema. Do you understand? Because he is bound up with prema, love, arjapatha. Huh? Vedic etiquette. They broke. Hmm? So Mahaprabhu's teaching, we don't want Krishna's opulences. We don't want his vibhutis. What is the vibhuti? Opulence, Aishwarya. One thing opulence you say, anyhow. There's something different. You don't want Krishna's Aishwarya. You don't want Krishna's vibhuti. We want only Krishna, all beautiful Krishna. Khandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Sobha. Who is whose beauty far excels that of the crores of cupids. We want him. And we want to establish our loving relationship with such Krishna, not with his opulence, not with his knowledge, not with his anything. Do you understand? His adhokyada. If we cannot establish our relationship with such adhokyada Krishna, then what shall be done? We may establish our relationship with an ass, something else. You understand? In that relationship, you may, as for example, one may get some sort of enjoyment. You understand? Yes, the ass will kick at your face. Though still you are running behind the ass. But there is no question of Krishna's enjoyment. If you want to establish a relations with Krishna, do you understand? That's Krishna's enjoyment. Because he is the only enjoyer. Krishna never kicks. Do you understand? He never kicks. He becomes bound up with pure love. Never leaves. Do you understand? One who is a prostitute, Pulataramani, prostitute, she is not devoted to her husband. Do you understand? She wants something, some newer, what do you say?
Enjoyment, relationship.
Relationship, enjoyment, isn't it? Kulotaramani is prostitute. Huh? That prostitute may be Rama or Syama. Rama or Syama, no spiritual prostitute, material. Maybe blackish or whitish, Rama or Syama. Do you understand? Huh? So she may get some sort of what do you say, sexual enjoyment. Huh? But she's not a just lady, she's not a devoted wife. The devoted wife only wants his bona fide husband. maid. Her husband may be a leprosy patient. Do you understand? Leprosy patient. But is devoted Pativrata, Satinari. Devoted and just lady. She doesn't want any other male person than her husband. That story is there in Mahabharata. Huh? One Sati was there, was very chaste and devoted, but unfortunately, her husband was a leprosy patient, but she was only devoted. Always gives pleasure to her husband. What her husband wants, he gives. Because she is devoted, Pativrata Sati, just and devoted to her husband. So nearby a prostitute was living. Her husband develops a desire to enjoy that prostitute. Do you understand? So his wife, that just lady, could understand his husband wants. But why prostitute will look at such a leprosy patient? They were poor, they had no money, and no beautiful looking person, a leprosy patient. The prostitute will never accept. But my husband has developed such desire. What shall I do? I am a devoted wife and just lady. I must give happiness and pleasure to my husband. So she went there to the prostitute house. Every day goes, does some menial work, washes her clothes, cleans his courtyard, makes some garland for him. Nice thing for her like this. He does so. 2, 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, that prostitute noticed and said, "Who are you? Why are you coming here and serving me? I'm a prostitute in the society. I am not well appreciated. Do you understand? I'm a prostitute. Why are you doing this?" Then she said, "My husband wants you." Do you understand? Huh? Wants you to enjoy. But we are poor men. My husband is a leprosy patient. You want money? We have no money. And my husband has no beauty also. He's a leprosy patient, ugly looking. Then, but that prostitute was very much pleased with this service, his wife, the leprosy patient's wife. Then, all right, this evening you bring your husband here. All right. So she brought, carrying her husband on the shoulder, brought there. Huh? Then prostitute had prepared very nice sabji, very tasty. But she had put in different pots, but one sabji only. One golden pot, one silver pot, one copper pot, one earthen pot like that. Do you understand? One china clay pot like this. Then get nice seat, please sit down and have this food first. Then your desire will be fulfilled. I'll fulfill your desire. Then he tested from this pot, from that pot, and that pot. That pot. Man tested. Then said, "Oh, this is one sabji only. Why you have put in different pots? You should have put in one pot." Then prostitute taught a lesson to him. The content is one, pots are different. Inside, content is one, pots are different. So similarly, my body and your wife's body. Do you understand? Maybe Rama or Syama. Do you understand? Is Syama or I am Rama or Syama? Do you understand? Black is or white? But content is, inner content is one. You have such a nice wife, so much devoted, just lady. Why do you want me to enjoy? Inner content is one. Thoughts may be different. Do you understand? Then very good lesson. That prostitute taught him. Then that person said, "All right, it's all right. Now let us go." Do you understand? Let us go. So when they're carrying her husband and on her shoulder going, it's very bad night, dark night, sun is torrential rains that pouring. Do you understand? She was going. By chance, she hit that Muni, Mandukya Muni. Do you understand? Was sitting on this sula, what you say, a pointed thing that pierces through the anus. It's a punishment. Do you understand? He hit her. So it was very painful that Muni cursed. Oh, you are Sati, you are a chaste lady, and you are so proud of your chastity. I curse. As soon as the sun will rise, your husband will die. I curse. Then the Sati, the chastity has strength, you see, spiritual strength is there. Then she said, if really I am chaste lady, I say sun will never rise, my husband will never die. That happened. Sun didn't rise. Yes. Sun didn't rise. Yes. No rise of sun. Then Brahma had a problem now. My whole creation will be destroyed now if sun will never arise. What had happened? What had happened? Then he meditated and wondered, oh, the Sati has said this. So he came with Anasuya. Anasuya is a noted Sati, celebrated chaste lady, wife of Atri Muni, isn't it? Anasuya is noted. He came, Brahma came with that Anasuya. You are Sati, please come with me, we shall go to that Sati. She should withdraw his words, otherwise sun will never rise. All creation will be destroyed. Do you follow? Such is the force of chastity. So devoted wife, now you think of a prostitute and a devoted wife. So what is this love? A prostitute can enjoy sex with an ass. Yes. Some sexual enjoyment she may get. But what is the question of prema? Love. True love. Do you understand? And such strength, spiritual strength. So this is not a fact that one will enjoy her sex with some ass or horse or dog. Do you understand? A devoted wife only should be devoted to her. What is say? Husband, real husband. That's real frame. He can love. Do you understand? So this is not the same. You follow me? That's my argument. Point. Joto moto toto poto. This may be something different. Yes, I love an ass. I love a donkey. I love a donkey. I love a dog. That is not the same. That love with your husband, devoted and chaste. Do you understand? It's not the same. That will never give you that pleasure, that transcendental pleasure. Do you understand me? It's condemned. Jatamatha. Yes. And Krishna is their only husband. This Gopinatha Gopikantha. In order to, that day I told, in order to enjoy Parakya Rasa, Krishna made his own, what do you say, consorts, isn't it? As others. In order to enjoy that mellow. Do you understand? For Parakya Rasa. That we are discussing that. Don't go to that end. Don't go to that. Our line is this, Jatamata. You are always diverting. Always diverting. Don't go to that. Don't divert. Our aim is that we should reach this shore of Rasamrita Sindhu, shore of the ocean of mellow, nectarian mellow. Do you follow? Rasamrita Sindhu. And one way is there. That is the path of Prem Bhakti only. If you tread that path of Prem Bhakti, will be able to reach that source of Rasamrita Sindhu, the ocean of nectarian mellow. No other path is there. That no path of karma, jnana, or yoga. Do you understand? No path of karma, jnana, or yoga. We give this example. Kashi is a place. Calcutta is a place. Do you understand? And there is path to place. Train goes, bus goes. And aeroplane also goes. Cycle may go, if I get cycle. May go to cycle, to bus, to car, to steamer, and by plane also, by train, plane. But your vehicle should go towards Calcutta or Kashi. Then you will reach there. If you won't go, your vehicle doesn't go towards Kashi, how can you reach Kashi? Goes the opposite direction. Can your vehicle reach there? No. Similarly, vehicle of karma, vehicle of jnana, or vehicle of yoga cannot reach Krishna, cannot reach the source of that Rasamrita Sindhu. Do you follow me? Only vehicle of bhakti can reach there. No other vehicle. The vehicle of karma will take you to heavenly planet. Not more than that. The vehicle of jnana only take you to impersonal Brahma Jyoti. Not more than that. Do you understand? Only vehicle of bhakti can take you to the spiritual world. And Prem Bhakti will take you to the Golak Vrindavan. Krishna's Prema. Rasamrita Sindhu. Do you follow? So there is no question of Jata Mata Tata Patha. কর্মকাণ্ড জ্ঞানকাণ্ড সকলে বিশ্বের ভাণ্ড অমৃত বলিয়া যেবা খায় নানাজনই সদা ফিরে কদর্য ভক্ষণ করে তার জন্য অধপাতে গায় নর্তন দাস ঠাকুর said কর্মকাণ্ড জ্ঞানকাণ্ড section of Veda all are poisonous spot. Do you understand? If someone will take it thinking nectar, he will be cheated only, and he will only revolve in the cycle of birth and death, nothing else. He will rather right down and down and down. Do you follow me? So many Mahaprabhu said, when Mahaprabhu was doing his preaching as a preacher, traveling North India and Southern India, he has never said the path is same. Rather, he has defeated the other philosophies strongly and has established Suddha Bhakti Siddhanta, pure Bhakti. ଦକ୍ଷିଣ ଦେଶର ଲୋକ ଅନେକ ପ୍ରକାର କେହ ଜ୍ଞାନୀ କେହ କର୍ମୀ ପାଷଣ୍ଡୀ ଆପାର ସେଇ ସବୁ ଲୋକ ପ୍ରଭୁର ଦର୍ଶନ ପ୍ରଭାବରେ ନିଜ ନିଜ ମତ ଛାଡି ହଇଲ ବୈଷ୍ଣବ. When he was traveling South India, there are many philosophers. Some are karmis, some are jnanis, some are pasondis. Do you understand? But when they get the darshan of Mahaprabhu and heard from him, they give up their philosophy and become Vaishnavas. Accepted Sudha Bhakti Bhava. You understand? তার্কিক মীমাংসক যত মায়াবাদী গণ সাংখ্য পাতঞ্জল স্মৃতি পুরাণ আগম নিজ নিজ শাস্ত্র গ্রাহে সবাই প্রচন্ড সর্বমত দোষী প্রভু করে খণ্ড খণ্ড. There are Sankhyites, they are followers of Patanjali, followers of Jaimini, Gautama, many philosophers. But Mahaprabhu defeated all bogus philosophies very strongly and established pure Bhakti Siddhanta. and converted them all as Vaishnavas. बौद्धाचार्य नव प्रश्न उठाइल दृढ़ जुक्ति तर्के प्रभु खंड खंड कैल बौद्धाचार्य बौद्धस came, their acharya came, and he raised 9 philosophical questions. Mahaprabhu defeated him and established Suddha Bhakti Siddhanta. Mahaprabhu has not made any compromise. No compromise. My Guru Maharaj said, no compromise. No. Yes, you are right. No, right is one thing. Correct is one thing, not all. 2 and 2 is equal to 4. This is correct. 2 and 2 is equal to 3. Oh, yes, 3 is right. 2 and 2 is equal to 4. Yes, that is also right. Mahaprabhu never said this. No. He has not made any sort of compromise. Hmm.
There is one philosophy, there are many understandings.
What?
Even there is only one philosophy.
Yes. No understanding. Then what is one is correct understanding. That is bona fide. That bona fide Acharya says. That is correct interpretation and correct understanding. Do you understand? Vaishnava Acharyas, followers of Mahaprabhu, they know. Mahaprabhu knows. And followers. Gaura Priyajana is very dear to Gauranga. He knows. We won't accept anything. Also in Chaitanya Charitamrita you'll find Mukunda. Do you understand? Bhakta Mukunda. He was compromising. Mahaprabhu said, Prabhu bole o beta যখন যথা যায় সেই মতো কথাটাই তোথায় বিষয়. He was compromised. বশিষ্ঠ পড়ে যদি অদ্বৈতর সঙ্গে যোগ বাশিষ্ঠ মায়াবাদী শাস্ত্র. Sometimes he goes to Advaita Acharya once read that Yoga Vasishtha in order to get chastisement from Mahaprabhu. This purpose. So he also joined with Advaita and read it, Yoga Vasishtha. Bhakti Yogi nache gaye truna kori donte. And also that Bhakta Mukunda, with the devotees, he catching straw on the teeth. Chants and dances also. And অন্য সম্প্রদায়ে গিয়া যখন সম্ভায় নাহি মানে ভক্তি জাঠি মারে. When he goes to the Mayavadis, also mixes with them. Yes, you are correct. Going to Sankhyites, yes, you are correct. Mahaprabhu says one who he is like that. He compromises. Wherever goes, he compromises with them. Thereby, he beats me. Jati mare. Because he never speaks about only bhakti. Bhakti হইতে বড় আছে ইহাজে ব্যাখ্যানে নিরন্তর জাঠি মারেছে. If someone says, yes, bhakti is not the only path, other paths are also there, he beats me. জাঠি মারে. ভক্তি স্থানে উহার হইল অপরাধ, এত উহার হইল দর্শনবাদ. When Mahaprabhu was giving darshan, he didn't give him darshan. No, he has committed aparadh. Because he is compromising. He is beating me. He says, yes, you are correct. Yes, you are also correct. Yes, you are also correct. He is beating me. He is compromising. Speaking other than that. So, no darshan. You follow me? That is it. Mahaprabhu has not made any compromise. Mayavadi Krishna Aparati. Mahaprabhu strongly says. যেই মূঢ় কয় জীব ঈশ্বর হয় সম সেই তো পাষণ্ডী হয় দণ্ডিত. Rascal says, yes, Jiva and Ishwar same. It's Pasandi. He will be punished by Jamaraj. You understand? And also, there is one rumor, when Mahaprabhu was in Vrindavan, many people say, oh, Krishna had appeared. We saw last night in Kaliya Daha, dancing in the food of Kaliya. Well, not true, you understand? Because a fisherman every day goes to catch fish with his boat, with his torch, and with his net. You understand? From a distance, people see him. The boat looks like snake. And the fisherman standing on the boat looks like the Krishna standing on the hood of the Kaliya snake. And his torch looks like the jewel on the hood of the snake. So people, yes, Krishna is dancing there in Kaliya, the hood. So Balabhadra Bhattacharya was there with Mahaprabhu. He heard this thing. People always say, then he said, Mahaprabhu, please give me permission, I'll go and see Krishna. Mahaprabhu slapped him, rascal. Kali Yuga Krishna cannot be Darasana. Why Krishna will come in Kali Yuga? He is with Krishna. He is with Krishna. Mahaprabhu is Krishna. But he says, hearing all these rumors, Mahaprabhu said, all right, you'll go tomorrow. Wait for tomorrow. The next morning, some gentleman came. Mahaprabhu, have you seen Krishna? Then said, no, Mahaprabhu is a fisherman, he goes like this. All right, go and see Krishna. That means Mahaprabhu has never compromised. This Krishna, no compromise at all. My Guru Maharaj says, no compromise. Yes, he is right. Yes, he is right. Yes, your philosophy is right. Yes, no compromise. Only one philosophy. Ajinta Veda Veda Tattva. That is one path. Joto moto toto toto. Not that thing. Is not correct. Tarka pratishtha sudaya vivinna. Nasa abhisijasya matana bhinnam. Dharmasya tattva. Nihita guhaya. Mahajanadena. Gata sapam. Mahajana sadha mahajana. That's only path. That is only path. No other path is there. That is Krishna is the Supreme Personality Godhead of the Tattva. That is our destination. To reach him, to get him, one path is bhakti. No path of karma, no path of jnana, no path of yoga. This is condemned. So those who are sadhus, bona fide authorities, bhakti acharyas of bhakti, but they say we accept, and one must hear from them. So this is to hear from the bona fide authority. Then you can say, they speak, they give prophecy, they foretell things, and Sukadeva Goswami having heard from authorities, foretells that the eighth man will be Savarni, that Nirmoka and Virajastra will be among us. Heard from the right source, bona fide authority. What they have said, they have given prophecy. They say the same. They know it. Their words are perfect. Their vision is perfect. They see things, what they say, take place. My Guru Maharaj came here in 1977, he said, this place was not like this. It was out of way place, jungle. He said, this will be center of the mid-city. Now it has become. Yes. Went to west. So I see many temples are there. Many devotees are chanting and dancing. When he reached there, he could say, I see. How could he see? Now, many centers are there, many devotees are there chanting Hare Krishna and dancing. So, Ajya Vigyo Vakya Nahi Dosa Tatustaya. Ajya Vigyo is free from four defects. Dosa Tatustaya. What he says is perfect. You understand? His authority. One should follow that authority. They have given prophecy. You understand? They have given prophecy. So we hear what Ajya Vigyo authorities. So we give, yes. Authorities have said this will take place. Yes. We never conquered. That's the only path. Thank you. Right? Parampara. Acharya Parampara. Govinda Hare. Mahaprabhu's Parampara. Mahaprabhu. Process. Mahaprabhu has taught us. Mahaprabhu has shown us the path. Mahaprabhu has never compromised. Never said yes. Yes. Hanji. Yes. Oh, yes. No compromise. It's popular saying, you see. Yes, many paths are there, I'm afraid. Any path and reach the same destination. No. Purchasing ticket to Calcutta, how can you reach Bombay? Huh?
Not possible.
Isn't it? If your vehicle goes towards Calcutta, how can you reach Bombay? Vehicle doesn't go to Bombay. That is something. Yes.
That sounds like material logic.
Hmm.
You're discarding material logic, and then that sounds like material logic. Someone will say, I won't
I
say.
say, Tarko Pratishtha. Don't put forth any meteorological argument to it to establish Vedic truth. Then it will different. Therefore, many philosophers. It's all Tarkika Pantha. It's based on logic, meteor logic. Arguments, not bona fide.
Maharaj, in the Western world, we have the Christian faith. And
Mm.
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he said that Jesus Christ is like a Shaktivesha avatar.
Oh,
Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj.
yes, he's bona fide Vaishnavacharya. Yes.
So I'd heard that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj had said that Lord Jesus was a Shaktivesha avatar.
Yeah, Jesus says, what Jesus said, that's correct. He said, I am the son of the Lord. Huh? That's son of the Lord. Huh? He said, my Guru Maharaj all quotes that. See? He says, you follow what Jesus has said, then you're true Christian. Those are true Christian, through Mohammedan, they'll accept this Krishna consciousness. Yes, no difficulty for them. But they are not true Christians and not true Mohammedans. You understand? Jesus said, I am son of the Lord. I have come to tell you what the Lord has said, Father has said. So you accept this. This get 10 commandments, only 10. But you are not prepared to accept more. I have more to say, much to say, but you are not prepared. 10 commandments. That is, thou shalt not kill. They twisted. No, don't kill human being. Kill others and eat them. So I am not said so. You twisted. You are not followed as it is. You see. What Jesus said, Jesus says, he is our Guru. My Guru Maharaj says, he is our Guru. Yeah. He could tolerate. The person is crucified him, like Haridas Thakur. Person is beat him, dragged him. Lord to excuse them and just did the same thing. This was great sorrow. Tolerated. And he also prayed. Please excuse. Yes. This was great. He's Paramahansa. Yes. So Guru Maharaj is our Guru. Yeah. And Bhakti Siddhanta, my Guru, they all said, what he says is correct. Bona fide. According to Vedic philosophy, it's bona fide.
So Guru Maharaj, according to your statement about the Christians,
Mm.
then also if we claim to be devotees, but we start to concoct or speculate, then that denies us the right to be called bhaktas. We're not, if we start speculating about Krishna
You cannot
consciousness.
come to this path. You cannot accept because you are concocting, speculating. Monodharma. You are guided by monodharma. You understand? Monodharma. Atma dharma, monodharma. Do you follow? Dharma of the Atma and dharma of the mind. Dharma of the Atma is Pritir dharma. Do you follow? Priti is love. Monodharma is apritir dharma. Not love. You understand? Speculation. So, my Guru Maharaj has stressed upon this very often, repeatedly. You are not body and mind, you are soul. Give up the dharma, manodharma. Only take up atma dharma. That is sarvadharma paritejya mame. Konsaranam, brother. That is atma dharma. Atma bhuti. You understand? That is dharma of the atma. To serve Krishna. Krishna Das. জীবের স্বরূপ হয় কৃষ্ণের নিত্য দাস। That the real constitutional position of Jiva, that he is eternal servant of Krishna. But we are guided by Deva Dharma or Mano Dharma, not by Atma Dharma. How can we come to this path? So that is denounced. That is denounced. Mahaprabhu denounced all acharyas. Coming in the line of Mahaprabhu, they denounce very strongly. No compromise, no compromise. One path is path of bhakti only. No other path is there. One must hear from such bona fide acharya, dear devotee of Mahaprabhu, Gaura Priyadana. Hear from. This is a hearing process. So fast, parampam, not a process of speculation. No. Krishna consciousness is not quite as simple as 2 and 2 equals 4, though. Krishna consciousness is a very complex science. It's not simple as 2 and 2 equals 4. Then, without being a Shruti Da, practically being able to remember everything, how can one be free from mental speculation? You see, it's not easy. It's not easy. Difficult.
Very difficult.
Yes. That's a fact. It's not easy, but difficult, but it's also easy. If just only follow, only trade the path shown by their Mahajanas, just follow their footprints. Don't speculate anything. Don't do anything. Just follow their footprints. Then it is very easy. Be simple. You understand? Simplicity is by simple. Give up your all crookedness. Those are crooked, they speculate. Yes. One is simple, he only follows, he accepts, immediately accepts. Ananda bola Hari 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 Karve Upar, that story I say. They chant Hari 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 Hari. Chant the name of Lord Hari. That Hari will enable you to cross over this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. That lost simple hearted chanted and we crossed. But her mother-in-law, crooked person, lady, didn't accept it, and didn't chant, and she was drowning in midstream. You see. If you become simple and just accept it, it's very easy. Not simple, crooked, you have no faith, not accepting, twisting according to your own taste, then it's very difficult. It's very difficult. You understand? Mata smriti jnanam apahanam cha. Krishna says, from me comes remembrance, forgetfulness, and knowledge. You completely surrender unto Him, He will make you remember. No question of, oh, I forget. He will make you remember. He will speak. Mukam karoti vācālam pangulam giri. You are a dumb, cannot utter a word. But you get His mercy, you will become an eloquent speaker on this Veda, on this philosophy. Yes, eloquent speaker. He will prompt you to speak. Yes. As for example, Raya Ramananda said, Mahaprabhu asked questions, Raya Ramananda answered. Ramananda said, More mukhya bhakta tumi ho srota. You speak through me and you hear. That is what. Let him speak through me. And let him hear. Because this is a service. And for his pleasure. Nothing else, not for our pleasure. Huh? Hearing is a service. And chanting is a service. Ravanam Kirtanam. Navada Bhakti. Huh? So you must hear for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. And you must do Kirtan chant for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. If they get pleasure, automatically you will get pleasure. Otherwise not. If you say, no, for my pleasure, finished. Then it is very difficult. It becomes very difficult. Yes. And it's very easy to do it for their pleasure. Be simple and just follow. Let that Krishna says, Nimitta matra bhava sabdasat. Become an instrument in my hand. So let him utilize as he likes. I am just an instrument, nothing else. Bas.
That's bhakti.
Yes, that is what.
Well, to try and memorize things, and this is some tinge of gyan.
You can't memorize those things. Do you understand? You'll forget. Forgetfulness is so great in this Kali Yuga. Everything is bad. You see, man, memory is very bad memory. How
With
can you
so
remember?
much studying we're doing.
Yeah.
And
You
we're
cannot remember.
reading Vedas
Yes.
every day.
Yes.
And we're studying, we're cultivating knowledge.
Yes.
They-
Still you cannot remember.
Yes.
Unless Paramatma Krishna prompts you, how can you say? Do you follow me? So complete surrender unto him and just to become an instrument on his hands. All right, then it's easy. If you keep for yourself, very difficult. Depend completely upon him, very easy. Then he'll make you dance as he likes.
Pavan Shri Gurudev ki jai.